Guys, how we doing? I'm Ryan Mack. Welcome back to the trading, guys. The last 3-4 days, I have been absolutely fucking floored with the flu. I couldn't get out of my bed. I couldn't even open my curtains because it was hurting so much. Even yesterday, I just couldn't get around to doing this. Today, I still feel like shit, but I feel 100 times better than what I did yesterday. Alright, so I'm going to smash this out, get it over and done. This is not going to be a long video where I'm going to explain the reasons about, employment, trade balance. I'm not going to explain fuck all. I'm literally flying through this video like strong, weak, bearish, bullish, bearish, blah blah blah. Right? I'm just going to smash through it, and we're gonna write down what each currency is this week. So you're going to write down trades, strong, weak, and then neutral, right? And we're just going to cover it right away. So if you're new to my channel, I cover each economy / currency individually, apart from AUD, China, and NZD, okay? Because they're all closely correlated. I'm not going to get into it today because I'm rough. So let's have a look at last week's news. Where are we? AUD inflation gauge, bearish, bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, bearish, well, slightly bullish. It's still fucking minus, so that's terrible. But it's better than last week. So unemployment rate is sky high. Bearish, yeah, it's fucked. Bullish. Okay, yep. So same again. AUD. You could put it between weak and neutral. I've still got it's kind of neutral just now. You could see that it is. You could also, if you claim that it's weak, you could claim that it's weak. All right. I've just got it fairly kind of neutral just now, because we're waiting to see effects coming in from China. Right, China's actually doing really well, so you will see knock-on effects onto that. All right. I've just said I'm not going to explain it, and how, and now I'm explaining it. You're going to see knock-on effects, all right? So AUD, I'm just going to put down as neutral again. It hasn't changed since last week. NZD is still weak. Hasn't changed in about 7 months because it's just the economy's dog shit. Obviously China, we don't trade China, so moving on. This is just going to be a quick video, lads, because I feel like shit. Oh, sorry, do you know what? I forgot, I need to go back. I forgot to check what news we have next week. My apologies. Let's just have a quick look. Okay, next week we've got CPI for China, PPI, that's good. New loans, that's good. And not much, right? That's really it. So we don't have a lot of big news. Some that we want to see, and then the rest is not that important. Now we're moving on to CAD. Last week, what did I have CAD at? Week. So this is bullish. Trade balance is getting better, but lower than expected, but it's still better than before. Bullish, bearish. It's still bearish, look. It's higher than the forecast, that's why it's green, right? But it's still bearish because employment has dropped, so that's not good. Unemployment has got slightly better, but it's still 6.6. It's massive, so I'm keeping it at weak, guys. I'm keeping CAD at weak. And also, oil's doing. Oh shit! I've just wrote weak. That's how fried my brain is with this flu. Honestly, I've just wrote weak instead of writing bloody CAD. Oil price is really shit just now as well, and Canada gets predominantly most of its strength from oil. Okay, so let's see what we've got next week. Building units, manufacturing. Okay, we don't really have any news next week for CAD. Okay, moving on. CHF. So we've seen some strength in CHF this last week, right? Now what that is, it's nothing to do with CHF being strong. Swiss franc is always this kind of flat currency. It's an all-round safe haven. And because people are still really worried about Trump's tariffs, the effects that they're going to have. Is America going to go tax-free and this, that, the other? Because there's loads of implications. Everyone's still kind of worried. That's why markets aren't really moving just now, guys. You will notice markets aren't really doing much, right? It's just the way it is. You just need to wait and be patient. I've really only got copper, which I'm ready to trade right now this week coming up. But apart from that, I'm still waiting, you know. I haven't placed a trade. I don't think I've placed a proper trade since November. Do you know what I mean? But remember, I work on the higher time frames. So when I enter a trade, I equally let it run and run and run and run. You know, none of this entering it today, closing it in 2 hours. I don't do that. And nothing. If you do that, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, you know, that's not my method anymore. It used to be. It's not anymore. CHF, manufacturing ship. We don't care because it's not a manufacturing country, right? Unemployment rate stable. Foreign currency reserves up. Consumer climate, yeah, okay. There's never anything much that really happens here. We've got CPI and PPI next week, all right. So we'll keep an eye on that. But it's no real biggie. Why you're seeing some strength in CHF just now is that CHF gold and Japanese yen. You've seen strength in all of them this week, right? It's because of the sentiment change, risk on sentiment to risk off sentiment. Okay, I'm not going to explain that in this video either. Excuse me. Because it's a full podcast in its own, you know, trying to explain that to you. But that's why you've seen it. Okay, it's not that the Japanese economy is stronger than the US. No, absolutely not. It's a change in the market sentiment. Okay, from risk on to risk off. Moving on. So CHF, same as ever, is neutral. It will be fairly strong, you know, all weaker economies, but yeah, overall it's just neutral. Why isn't it letting me doing that? Okay. Man, I've been feeling like shit. You can tell I'm not my usual self, right? My videos, I'm just totally deflated. Like, no energy. And like, even just sitting upright, I'm like really dizzy and all that. It's fucking mental. Right, let's get through this, lads. You can see it's bullish because it's above 50, but look, it's still showing weakness, right? Because it's dropped from 53. So, bullish. Bearish, 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 sticky, bullish, 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 but it's Spanish, who cares? Bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, 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 bearish, bullish, bearish, 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 bullish, bearish, bearish. Bullish, sorry. Overall, it's just mixed data, but I'm still putting Euro in weak, right? Because the Eurozone is in a bad place. Look, we don't change it from week to week, right? So that there is what you would call mixed data, right? There is a lot of bearish and there is a lot of bullish. Excuse me. It's mixed data, right? So it's pretty shit. And overall, the Eurozone is very, very weak right now. It's probably going to get lost with Trump. Points to note if you follow the news. Japan has just promised $1 trillion of business in to the United States. So, big things to come. You should watch out for that. Next week, what we got? We don't really have any news next week, this week I should say, this week coming up that we care about, so that's fine. Euro is weak. Moving on to pound. Bearish, bullish, but it's getting worse. Bearish. Interest rate drop, bearish. Bullish, yeah. So the pound is still fucked. It's still pretty weak. I had it in neutral. I think I will keep it in neutral again, but it is pretty... Yeah, I'm going to keep it in neutral for now. You wouldn't be wrong if you put it in weak, you know. You just wouldn't be wrong. But the British economy is pretty resilient. Let's see how it comes out. If we continue to get bad numbers for the next week or two, then I would transition it over to bearish, over to sells. So let's have a look. What have we got next week? Bank of England speaks. we've got GDP, prelim GDP, construction output, industrial production. We don't really have much next week. Okay, that's fine. Moving on. Japan is seeing some quite good growth and strength. They've had rate increase, for the first time, the first time being in positive in like 17 years. So that's fantastic. You know, with 2 rate. I know they've done it twice. That's what I mean. They've increased consecutively. First time they've done it in 17 years. That's very good. Final manufacturing PMI bearish, bullish, bullish. Right, so we're seeing some positive news here. Got coming up next week. Bank lending year-on-year. We want to see if that changes. Current account, PPI. Okay, we've got some decent news we want to see next week. I think because this has now been about three to 4 weeks where we've seen some stronger moves from Japanese yen. I think we can move it across to neutral from weak. I think it's safe to say we can put it in the neutral category. It's not yet ready for strong, but we can definitely move it from weak over to neutral. All right. And this is it, the last one, guys. We can get this finished in under 15 minutes. Come on. Come on, why is it taking so long? I was teaching a trading course for the last 4 weeks. And I was recording each video using Loom, but I was using the Google extension instead of using the actual desktop. And like video 3, it was a 2-hour long video, and it never fucking recorded. It only recorded like one random part of the screen, and it didn't record all the screens that I was going through. I'm absolutely fucking wounded, and I need to remake it all now, obviously, because the lads have paid for it, and I wouldn't shit on people like that. So I'm going to have to remake it. USD. Bullish, bearish, but it's vehicle sales, who cares? Job openings, bearish, bullish, bearish, because that means there's more supply than there is demand. That's why it's bearish. That's why an increased number is bearish. Challenger job cuts. Bearish. Unemployment wins. Bearish. Bearish. Bullish, sorry. It's bullish. I don't care about that. Bullish. Non-farm employment change. Bearish. Bullish. So it's getting pretty mixed data, right? We can see here we've got pretty mixed data. Consumer credit, massively bullish. However, the USD is still the #1 powerhouse. So even though the data is mixed, we still know that overall, the bigger picture, GDP, all the plans that are in place, it's still the #1 very bullish, okay? So be mindful of that. It's one of these situations where normally pairs that correlate, like UJ, GJ, EJ, AJ, normally they all move at the same, right? They're probably going to see a bit of different movement from them, and they may not move in correlation with each other, right? This time round for a little bit anyway. Not forever, but for a little bit. Next week we've got a big week next week for USD data. We've got CPI, PPI, retail sales. So yeah, we've got big data, okay, that we want to see next week. So, just to wrap this up, guys, because I still feel like fucking death. We've got trades strong, economy, USD, weak, NZD, CAD, Euro, neutral, AUD, Swiss franc, pound, and Japanese yen. Let's have a quick look and see if we've got any trades coming up, right? So what we could see is actually a shift now. We could see something like this, guys, right? Bang, 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 right? This is potentially what we're going to see now. So I will be keeping my eyes open for that change, all right? Let's just go to the top down. AUD CAD, AUD is neutral, CAD is weak, so I wouldn't trade it. I only trade strong against weak. If it's neutral, weak, I don't trade it. AUD CHF, both of them are neutral, so shit. But I would say CHF is still stronger than that, but I'd only be waiting for it to hit here or here, worst case scenario, this area right here. Japanese yen is actually stronger. Both of them are neutral, but it's shown a lot more strength than AUD. Just wait. AUD USD, this is 1 gazillion% sales, guys. Worst case scenario, we're waiting to sell it from here. We need a retest here. Best case scenario, it either comes up and retest this zone here or this zone here. This is a 618 Fibonacci, so I'd like to see it hit here. Euro AUD, both are pump. One is weak, AUD is neutral, which is exactly what you're seeing here. So even though AUD is neutral, that means it's stronger than weak, right? And look, what are you seeing? You're seeing it coming down for sales. It's exactly right. I just wouldn't touch it. Euro CAD. Yeah, both of them are weak, but look, you're just getting this horrible big range, right? Because it's shit. Euro CHF, definitely sells. I wouldn't be selling it until it retests this level here. Or breaks below, retests, and then goes. Euro Japanese yen, in my opinion, is sells. You can't sell from here yet because, look, you've got a massive area of support. So you have to wait for it to break that support, come back up for the retest here, and then melt. So your entry would be here, like so. Bish, bash, bosh. Boom, entry here. Alright. Euro NZD, yeah, both of them are shit. Dog shit. You can sell it from there because it's an area of value to sell from, but you're just trading in the range. Euro USD is 100 million% sells. You just need a retest, right? Like I've said, look, boom, broke down, retest, and away it goes. Let's look on a daily. Yeah, you could probably enter that here, taking it down. It's not a very nice trade. Because, look, you don't really have a lot of space, right? You don't have a lot. I mean, what is that? Let's have a look. 300 pips? I would take that. Alright. So, potentially entering Euro USD tomorrow. I'm going to write that down. Euro USD sells. Okay. Potentially going to enter that tomorrow. I mean, it's not the best trade ever. Look. It's pretty shit, but I'll take it. 300 pips, I shall take it. GBP AUD, nah. GBP CAD, nah, both are shit. Right now, you need pound to be strong again. GBP CHF, both are shit. That's why I'm getting this. Oh, excuse me. Horrible big mess. I'm sorry, guys. Like, every night I haven't been sleeping. I've been waking up at like a piss at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've just been rolling around my bed, sweating and shivering the whole night. It's been a fucking nightmare. I'm really forcing myself to make this for you guys. I don't like letting people down. GJ. Yeah, you'd like to see it break below, come back, retest, enter here, and away you go. So we've got a little bit to wait and see. You can't enter a sell here because you've got a support here and a support here. It has to break through the support and show you that it's going south. Then come back up for retest and then go, alright? It's very important to wait for that confirmation. Don't try and catch the best price. You want to catch the safest trade. That's what you want to catch, not the best price. Because the best price will come back and bite you in the arse. That's called trading by greed. You do not want to be greedy when you're trading. You want to use logic, not greed. NZD USD. Again, 1,000,000% sells. Sorry, I'm just topping up my tea. 1,000,000% sales, guys. You just need it to pull back. Look, you can't sell it from here. You're selling straight into a solid, all-time low. You can't do it. Worst case scenario, you could sell it from here. Worst case, it's really horrible. It's not a good trade. You'd really want it to go back up to here, but you may not get that, right? You just may not get it. So yeah, if it comes to here and rejects, you could sell it, okay? Or if it breaks below here, even and then pulls back the retest, this would be your entry, right there. Okay, that's your entry. That'd be even better. NZD CAD. Both of them are shit. I just wouldn't trade it. You're trading a shit economy against a shit economy, right? It's not going to do anything. NZD-CHF, yeah, it's definitely sells, but you can't sell because there's no value. You're selling straight into a massive area of support. You need to wait for a retest to here, or even better still here, and then go. So that's miles away. USD CAD is 100% buys. It's not sell. You'll be like, well, it's going down now. Yeah, that's just a retracement. You want to avoid this and trade in line with the trend. Remember, trend is your friend. It's not only me that says that. You can go and watch Wall Street traders, whatever. They will say the biggest reason why people lose money is because they try and trade against the trend. Trend is your fucking friend. Because even if you're wrong, if you're trading in line with the trend, right, and your entry's wrong, and like, let's say you entered here, right, and your stop loss is below here. Let's say you entered here, it comes up, pulls back down, right? You're like, oh no, I'm in drawdown. But because you're in line with the trend, it's going to fucking save your arse, you know? It's going to save you because the trend is your friend. The trend is in line with you. It's in favour with you, you know? So that's why I don't ever counter trend trade. If you counter trend trade, there's a massive chance the market is going to bite you in the arse. All right, lads? So you just need to wait for this to pull back. I'd ideally like for it to pull back around here, maybe even here or here, ideally. Bang, retest, reject, and go. Definitely be entering it here. All right. USD CHF. It's mixed. We just need to watch how price action plays out. Right. It's either going to push up, come back, retest, reject. We enter a buy here and go, or it's going to break down here, retest, reject. We're going to enter a buy here and go. Okay. I'm not going to be entering sales for now. All right. USD Japanese yen. So this has nothing to do with the USD economy being better or worse than Japanese economy, because it's still a million times better and stronger, right? This is to do with the sentiment of the market, risk on, risk off sentiment. It's a funny one because the USD and the Japanese yen are both risk off currencies, which means they are safe haven currencies. Safe haven is Japanese yen, NZD, CHF, and gold. Okay. Now, the reason why Japanese yen has kind of had the power, or received the power in this stage to pull the USD down, is because that the whole risk off sentiment is being caused by the USD. So the uncertainty of what's going to happen lies with the USD. That's why people are moving away from being risky just now until they see what Trump's actually signed, what tariffs, who he's going to smash import taxes with, and blah blah blah. Right. So because the uncertainty lies with the USD, that's why people are moving money out of the USD and putting it into the likes of Japanese yen, CHF, gold. And if you look across the different markets, you will see that, all right? You will see it. But then it'll go back to being, when it gets to here, maybe it'll go back to being risk on. Everybody will move their money back again to the USD. It'll lump in and it'll just start to fly again, okay? That's what we're waiting for. We're ignoring this coming down. We're looking for it to potentially hit here. In we go, and away it goes, all right? Let's just have a quick look at the dollar index. Yeah, look, it hasn't even moved. You know, people are like, oh, the dollar's melted, it's crashing. Look, it hasn't moved. 1, 2, 3. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's just here. It hasn't moved. You know, it hasn't crashed. It hasn't done fuck all. So you need to always look at the bigger picture, right? If in doubt, zoom out. That's us, guys. I'm gonna end it here because I am rough as a bag of nails. I just wanted to get this done for you guys because I don't like to let people down. And the guys in my Discord group as well. All right, so, let's see what we've got coming up. Oil, again, running well, but we never get a pullback. You cannot enter a sell here, which I didn't even like it there. It's not very good value. Let's see what oil does. I'm in no rush to trade it as of yet. Gold, definitely buys. Silver, same. Copper, look at this weekly copper candle. So we need, that is a beautiful candle, right? Weekly engulfing. We just simply need a pullback retest. Let's have a look. If it goes back and retest this zone here, there we go. Right. If it goes back and retest here, bang, retest, in we go. We can enter here, boom, and away we go. Okay, that is what I'm waiting for on copper. That's pretty much it. Copper and I'm just going to write copper. buys. Copper and Euro USD is really the only trades that I'm looking for this week, guys. All right. So let's see. Hopefully we get more picking up. It's just the way it is. This is my method of trading, and I ain't breaking that for fucking nobody because I know that it works in the long run. Okay. So I'm Ryan Mack. This is Trading Guys. I hope you guys have a great week. Don't over trade. Don't over risk. Don't trade based on greed. How much money you're going to make. Don't exit trades being fearful that your trade is going to go against you. Just let your fucking trade play out and get as much money from it as possible. Okay. Risk management is key. Have a great week. Much love. Bye-bye.